you find a real estate platform that aligns everyone in the entire company financially by making us real estate agents owners, so when the average agent wins, everyone wins, that's the secret to success. And when you surround yourself with like-minded entrepreneurial people who absolutely love what they do, they love serving people, they love God and life, and you put yourself in an environment of high energy, high producing, positive people every day, you can't help but succeed in business and life. We are changing the real estate industry and changing real estate agents' lives. Welcome to the Financial Freedom Forever podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Financial Freedom Forever podcast. I'm super excited to be sharing today. Today, I plan on doing things a little bit different. I just want to kind of share a little bit of my story, a little bit of my real estate background, how I found EXP, what it meant to me, and then thanks for everyone for joining. Definitely, if you have any questions for me, just put them into the comment section, and I'll see them, and I'll try to answer them. But thanks for joining us today. And then I'm going to bring my beautiful wife, Beth, on here in a little bit, kind of share her story and what she's doing to help us grow our business and what she does for our team members. So I'm just going to jump right in. I've been in real estate for 31 years this year. Started off in upstate New York, where we're born and raised. Was in business up there for 19, 20 years. Started off as a single agent full-time, but because I was so young, I was 22 years old at the time, I knew it was going to take a minute to get my business really rolling. So I actually worked at a pharmaceutical plant for several years, for about 9, from 4 in the afternoon to midnight. And then from 8 in the morning until about 4 in the afternoon, I sold real estate. So full real estate full-time and a blue-collar job full-time at the same time. So pretty busy in my 20s. And I know a lot of you guys do the same thing. You might start off in real estate part-time or full-time and working a full-time job. And I commend you for that because, hey, when you have that kind of work ethic, that's how those are agents that really, really thrive because they do put the time and effort into, and they love the business. So anyway, started just selling houses. My first year, I think I sold 7 houses. Second year, maybe 10 or 15. Took me 7 years to get to 40 transactions, and I was working, a lot of hours. But then I finally invested in myself and hired a real estate coaching company to help us understand marketing, how to scale a business, etc. And when we invested in ourselves and got coaching from people that were at higher levels than us, and started doing what they shared with us what to do, my business started to grow. I hired a buyer agent and went from 40 to 79 units that first year, and then hired an administrative person that second year with the extra money I made from the buyer agent, and went to 109 units. Now, if I did everything my coach told me to do, I would have got the buyer agent and the administrative person the same year. But wasn't entrepreneurial back then. Didn't really listen to the coaches totally like we all do, right? So it took a little bit longer, but over several years, our team started to grow. My partner and I, we partnered up and we started our own independent real estate company up there in upstate New York. And within a few years, we were doing about 300 transactions a year. So we were doing pretty well. And then in 2009, the coaching company that helped us grow our business actually offered me a position to help them grow their coaching business. And boy, that was my opportunity. Got the cold weather and the high taxes in New York. And so my wife and I and 2 kids moved south to Atlanta, Georgia area. And because it was a big change, obviously. But I started working for that coaching company and wasn't in real estate at all for 9 years. I let my real estate license go because I was just coaching and helping the coaching company grow. They had about 100 members. All paying them between 10 and 30 grand a year when we first started, helped them grow to about 498, almost 500 members. Plan on actually retiring from that company. I think I was like 49 years old. Good sit down, 9 to 5, 6-figure position. But boss came in one day and kind of changed our agreement. So, the good Lord told me it was time to get back in real estate. So got my real estate license in Georgia. And was it 2000? And I think it was January, February 2019. Joined EXP. But because I was starting brand new in a brand new market, really, because I hadn't sold houses for 9 years, I knew it was going to take a minute to get my business really rolling again. So I actually called up a friend of mine in Tennessee that had about a company with about 25 agents or so, a couple inside sales agents. And I know he needed help growing his team and his business. So he offered me a position to work with him. And I was an inside sales agent for about 6 months, just calling his leads for buyers and sellers, helping his team grow. And because of how the EXP business model works, because I was working for him from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, making calls. I was calling like my real estate friends on the evenings and weekends, really on a part-time basis. But I would set up a 3-way call or Zoom with my senior business partners to answer questions, about the EXP model. And I was doing that a lot, enough that, Jay Kinder and Al Stasic, Michael Reese, my partners, they offered me a position to work with them and be their inside sales agent and help them, call agents to build their business. And it was just a really good alignment to be in EXP and be working with guys in EXP. So I gave my friend notice, a couple weeks notice, and then started working with Jay and Al and Michael. Again, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. calling leads. So I share that with you because I want to encourage any real estate agents. Hey, you want to grow your real estate business and your team, but you're busy in the field, dealing with buyers and sellers, and you're saying, hey, I don't have time. Well, I did the same thing, right? I was working 9 to 5 for the guys as an ISA, and I was calling leads of friends from my cell phone, real estate people that I know over the years, and just help them. So we continue to grow their EXP business, and at the same time, I was calling my friends and sharing the opportunity. But I would call Jay and Al and those guys to answer questions. And little by little, I started growing my EXP business. And the first year, I think I attracted about 13 agents to my team personally. But that ended up to be, looking at my wealth chart here in the wall, to 37 total. Not a big deal. Made about $9,000, I think it was my first year in revenue share, but that was extra income from your friends selling homes in other areas. Now, we're not getting paid from our friends' commissions. It's coming from EXP through our revenue share model. But I was consistent, calling a couple of people a day and sharing the information. And by the next year, I actually had about 35 team members personally that I've attracted to the company, but 281 total. So now I'm getting paid in revenue share on 281 team members. And within a year and a half, I was at about $10,000 a month. So I was working pretty well. I gave Jay and those guys notice that, hey, I was ready to kind of stop working with them and just work full time for myself. And we helped, train their new ISA, Nick, great guy. He's doing a great job for them. And then by the third year, I was at about 40 agents on my front team, but 669 total. And now we're about 3.5 years into it at EXP. We have over 800, I think 813 or so. And our revenue shares are like between $20,000 and $30,000 a month. The average 12 months has been over 24 grand. Just in our EXP revenue share business. That doesn't include selling houses or doing any of the other things that we're doing. We're kind of full time now with helping our agents grow, because that's what I really enjoyed. I sold a ton of houses, got the real estate experience of 31 years. But I really enjoy helping others meet their goals and helping our team members grow their businesses. So that's what I'm doing most of the time, all day now, is just supporting our team members. So, hey, if you're an agent anywhere in the country, we're definitely looking for team members that want to grow. We're building a team here in Florida. We just moved, Beth and I, and just moved from Georgia to Florida just recently to Northport, Florida. We're just south of Sarasota, north of Fort Myers, and going to check out the area here and hopefully build a house. But that's what's great about our business with this model, is you can you can really live anywhere and grow your EXP business. We have agents in 31 states, 4 provinces of Canada, and even a few in Mexico and India now, and really looking to grow. The company has grown from about 16,000 agents when I started 3.5 years ago, and now we hit over 85,000. And in about we're in 21 countries. I think we're going to hit 23 or 24 because there's new countries coming on here the next few weeks. So we're growing like crazy, and we're definitely looking to help any agents. If you have only sold 5 homes and you want to get to 25, or if you're doing 50 and you want to get to 100, maybe you have a team and you're doing 200 or 300 and you want to get to 400 or 500. We have team members that we're helping do that, and you have access to not only the 50 to 60 hours of training that EXP offers, but we're part of the NAEA, National Association of Expert Advisors. Jake Kinder, Mike Reese own that coaching company, and because they're in our network above us within EXP, we get access to all of their coaching and training at no cost. So excited to continue and to help agents grow. Now, in the next few years, our goal is to really start continuing to double and triple and get into all 50 states. I even have a great agent and broker owner, Charlie from Alaska. So we're in Alaska now, excited about that. But we're definitely looking to grow. So reach out to me, 518. You see the number on the screen, 569-7173. If you're interested in just to having a private conversation and learning more. That's what I ask everybody is just do the math and talk to someone that's been in the company for a little bit, find out the ins and outs, and really do the math to see how it may really benefit you. Now, I'm not doing this all alone. When I first started, it was just me. But as we started growing our business, I hired a virtual assistant, Rod. He's doing a fantastic job. Now I have 2 virtual assistants, Rod and Mark. And my wife, Beth, has actually joined our team here in January. I'm going to add her to the stream here. And hey, Beth, thanks for joining us today on our Financial Freedom Forever podcast.
I'm here.
So I just want Beth to go ahead, just tell a little bit about your real estate experience. I just kind of shared mine. Let the listeners know when you've gotten to real estate and kind of your journey. And let's start there.
All right. Well, hello everybody out there. And I have been in real estate. I first got licensed in 2001 and worked with Andre in the business, helping him to run his real estate office in New York, and got my associate broker's license as well. So we worked up in New York for 8 years together on the same team in the same office. So yes, we can work together. And then we moved to Georgia and got out of real estate for a little bit. But then Andre was working for a coaching company, and they decided to start a real estate company again as well, because he had a previous one, but he wanted to get into real estate again. So I was the qualifying broker for that brokerage for 5.5 years. And then after that, I left that company, and then I was a qualifying broker for another small brokerage that branched off from the previous brokerage that I was at for almost 2 years. So I still have my broker's license in Georgia and looking to probably transfer it to Florida to continue.
Yeah, so awesome. And so Beth joined our team in January, and she's our agent concierge. She helps us onboard our new agents right from the very beginning. There's when you come over, when you change and make a change in the company, there's a lot of little changes and a lot of things that you have to do. And Beth just comes alongside you. We have a fantastic system with a big long checklist, so we don't forget anything. There's nothing missed, and she walks through that whole process. just share a couple of, just a minute or two, Beth, of some of the things that you do to help agents when they first get on board, because it's a phenomenal service. We don't charge anything for that. We help our agents get plugged in. And then as our team continues to grow, and the agents that I attracted to the company, they started attracting agents, and Beth will help those people at no cost as well to bring on their team members. So we're here for all 800 of our agents to help them in any way. But share a little bit about what you do there with the Trello board, Beth, and how that's really beneficial to our team members.
Yeah, the Trello board system is really beneficial for many different reasons, whether you're prospecting or putting in your listings or different aspects, but it's also a wonderful tool for onboarding. So we have we send a link to all the new agents that come on to EXP, to Andre's team as business partners, and they fill out the form, and it gives us all their we can celebrate their EXP anniversaries every year. We celebrate their birthdays if they supply their birthday every year, their wedding anniversaries. We just like to celebrate with you for all the special occasions, some of the special occasions in your life. And also we ask for their mailing address or their property address. So we know that if there's an agent referral, there's say on the Honey Badger Facebook page, or we hear of somebody saying, Andre, we need a referral in a certain area, we check out the Trello board system and all the agents that are on the Trello system. And if their name comes up, that they're in that matching that area, then we're going to give that to our team. We definitely want to help you with referrals and helping you to make your business successful. So if you can supply that address, that's another way that we can help you with your business. So what we do with the onboarding is we have a complete checklist that goes through every single thing and all the resources that you'll need to make a smooth transition to EXP. And we know it's a lot. You're getting a lot of emails when EXP is throwing a lot of information at you, and we just want to make sure that you are getting all the information you need, and it's all in one place on that checklist in the Trello board. And I just go through that. It usually takes about 45 minutes, just depending on how many questions you have. And we go through all the systems and the resources that you have available to you through EXP, plus getting you access to the NAEA, the National Association of Expert Advisors website as well, to get certifications and resources there as well. So that's what we're here to do. Is if you're having any challenges, I'm always here to contact, phone, email, text. So that's what we are here to make your life a little easier and to have a successful business.
Yeah, thanks, Beth. Beth's been a huge benefit to our team. She's just like just like our kids, a mother to our kids. She's really the love that keeps everything together, and she really cares about our team members, and she reaches out to people on an ongoing basis. You'll probably get emails from her when you first came on to get access to our system. So if you get that, please fill that out so she can reach out to you. And we're just here to help our team members grow and help them through the whole process. So thanks, Beth, for jumping on. I know you got a lot of stuff to do, so I'll let you get back to work, and I'll just kind of finish up. I want to share with people some of the things that I did to grow our team to over 800 members, with your help and Rod and Mark's and our entire team. So thanks again for jumping on, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Right. So thanks, Beth, for jumping on. Now, I just want to take a few more minutes and just kind of share with people, what we're really doing and what I did to get my business to over 800 team members. And it's not just about me, it's about our team members. I want to point out, I have some really great agents that are really selling a ton of houses and really growing their businesses. I mean, Pierre Nadeau, he was my first Canadian that I shared this opportunity with. He had, I think, 13 agents, his own independent company in Canada. When I reached out to him, he had just put a new $10,000 sign up on his building that he owns. And of course, he still owns that building, and he did change the sign. But after a couple of months of doing the math and doing the due diligence, he brought over his team, and he's been with us for 3 years now. I know he went from 13 agents. I believe he has over 40 agents, or just about 40 agents in his office, in his company in Kingston, Ontario now. When he first came over, he had his best year ever, selling about, I think, 225 homes or so. He personally was doing about 125 of those transactions himself. And because he was able to grow his local team within his office and his EXP global team, he now has over 400 people on his global team. And now he's able to, instead of being on the treadmill himself, selling 100 plus houses a year, he's able to give those leads and those referrals to his business partners. And I know last year, I think he sold them about 500 homes. I think they're on track for like 700 this year. So he's really been able to blow up his business. And instead of working the 80 hours a week that he was working, he's working maybe 30, 35 hours a week now, and has more of a life because he's able to give the liability and a lot of the broker responsibilities to EXP and do what he really loves doing, helping his team grow as well. And then I love to share his story, his son's story, Pat. Pat, I think, was about 23 years old when they came over. So he's 26 or so now. He had his best year ever as well when they first came over, selling like 23 homes in his first 12 months with EXP. Because he got plugged in, he came to EXPCon, to our big conference. He got plugged into the coaching and training, and he did 60 transactions that next year. So he tripled, went from 23 to 60. And I think he had like $90,000 worth of stock. So if you're a big dog like Pierre that have your own independent company, your own broker owner and already doing 200 plus units a year, we can help you get to 500, 600, 700 like Pierre has. Or if you're a brand new agent or new agent doing 5 or 10 deals or 20 like Pat, we can help you get to 60 plus, your first year. You do got to put the time and effort into it. There's no magic pill. But if you're just consistent in getting on the training that we offer, EXP's offering 50, 60 hours a week, but through NIEA and their back office and their private Facebook pages and the things that we're doing in our group, you can get on training every single day, Monday through Friday. Now, you can't get on all of it, but we share with you, depending on your level and what you need to do, where you should jump on. But to get back to my story, what I did, I was just very consistent on trying to reach 2 people a day, 5 days a week, try to reach out to 10 a week, and just share the EXP opportunity. And I was just very consistent. And the other 2 things that are important is your enthusiasm, when you're talking to people, and that's in any business. If you're growing your real estate team or your buyer and seller, business, you have to be have some enthusiasm when you're talking to people, because, hey, that energy is going to be transferred, and they're going to want to do more business with you. And the third thing is follow up. Most people, when you reach out to them, hey, they're not, they weren't even thinking about making any kind of a change. And we never ask anyone to make a change. We just ask them to look at the information, to see what's available, what's out there, how the industry is changing with cloud-based companies. It's basically really has changed everything in every industry out there, right? Blockbuster is gone because of Netflix, and Uber and Lyft are growing like crazy, and the taxi cabs are mostly gone. Airbnbs are replacing a lot of the hotel industry. So there's a lot of change, and it's come to real estate. EXP brought the cloud-based model 13, I think going on 14 years ago. So they're the first ones that bring it to the market. Now there's other companies, of course, that are kind of copying us and trying to catch up. But we got a huge head start. And I know with the experience that I've had in the last 3.5 years, it's been life-changing for me. So if you have any questions, please put them into the chat box. I'd be glad to answer them. Share this on social media. I want to get the story out there because it's been life-changing for me and also for a lot of my team members. I could go on and on. I got some really great, Gary Wilson and Rick Dillon and the list goes on and on of high-level people that are changing people's lives, and that's what we're really doing. It's not about, it's really not about selling more houses. Yes, we want to do that. We want to grow, but as we help you sell more houses, as we help you grow your revenue share, grow your ownership within a company, it starts. It really does change your life. As you make more income, then your stress goes down and marriages get better. You're more patient with your kids and your clients, and life just gets usually better. And that's what we want to do, is just continue improving agents' lives. I mean, I don't know when's the last time that you been to an agent's retirement party. I've never been to one, to several funerals, unfortunately, but not to too many retirement parties, because agents continue to work and work and work. And hopefully we've done a good job and maybe, bought some real estate and have some good real estate investments. But when you take a look at the agent-centric EXP model, you're going to find there's 8 different ways of generating income, and we won't go through all those, but they've really set it up well with the 5 different ways that you get ownership in the company by getting stocks, and they've set up the agent. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but you can take 5% of your commissions, and the company will buy stock for you with a 10% discount at the end of the month. So you have a $10,000 commission check. They'll take 5%, $500. They'll buy company stock for you at the going rate minus a 10% discount. So you get 10% equity in the stock that you purchase, and you can sell that at any time, of course, that you purchased it. It's the agent equity program. Just came to mind. And then that's huge. Do that for a 5, 10, 15-year period and see how that's going to help you retire when you're ready to slow down. And another huge one is our Icon Agent Award for you producers out there. Depending on the average sale price, but say the average sale price is $300,000, takes an agent maybe 10 homes to cap. Now you're only selling, you're getting 100% of your commission, and for the rest of your anniversary year. So say it takes you 4 or 5 months to cap, then the rest of the year you're at 100%. Once you sell 20 properties over your cap, so you're around 30 properties or so, with the average sale price of $300,000, you hit the Icon Agent Award, and that cap that you paid in at $16,000, you get the entire cap back in company stock. I have good friends in EXP that's done that each year that they've been in the company, and they have hundreds of thousands of dollars now worth of stock that they can sell, because it's already invested in a 2 or 3 year period, or they can just keep it for the retirement. I've never seen any other company like that out there. So like I said, if you have 10, 20, 30 years left in your real estate career, or you only have 1 or 2, within 2 years of me being within the company, it's changed my financial future. What it took me 30 plus years by giving money to my stockbroker. I don't know a lot about stocks and don't claim to, but I was very diligent, being consistent of giving money to my financial advisor, and he invested it, and we had a good rate of return. But within what it took me 30 years to build in a passive income, we've been able to more than 5 times that in a couple of years because of this business model. And we want to continue changing people's lives. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. No matter where you are, we're definitely looking to build here in Florida, but all around all 50 states and around the globe as we continue to grow. Please get into my calendar, or call or text me anytime. And if you need to be on a team, we have teams all around the country. If you're a solo agent, great. We just get you plugged in, or if you're a brokerage. We brought over several brokerages, small, middle-size, and big, and we can handle it all because we have the infrastructure through our platform and through all the, I don't know how many thousand employees that the EXP has now, but we definitely are able to take care of you. So with that, I'm gonna sign off. I thank you for jumping on the Financial Freedom Forever podcast today, and I'll, like my friend Jay and business partner says, we'll see you, at the top or from the top. Thanks so much for joining us today, and we'll talk to you guys at the next week's broadcast, Wednesday. We're going to be interviewing a fantastic agent. She's got a really big team, and she's been growing leaps and bounds. I believe an icon agent, has a great business, and you'll be looking for her information. We'll be posting it here in the next few days. So I'll keep you in suspense on who it is, but keep your eyes out for it. We'll be interviewing her next Wednesday, same time, same place. All right, God bless, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
When you find a real estate platform that aligns everyone in the entire company financially by making us real estate agents owners, so when the average agent wins, everyone wins, that's the secret to success. And when you surround yourself with like-minded entrepreneurial people who absolutely love what they do, they love serving people, they love God and life, and you put yourself in an environment of high energy, high producing, positive people every day, you can't help but succeed in business and life. We are changing the real estate industry and changing real estate agents' lives. Welcome to the Financial Freedom Forever podcast.